What is up, guys and gals? My name is Mistermoose, and today we are back in the garage with a little more Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Alright, so today we are going to continue on with our Nomad builds. If you weren't with us yesterday, we picked up 3 variations of the 1957 Chevy Nomad. We've got a dragster down at the end, or a gasser. We've got a street mod here, and then here is a retro mod. The 57. Very good looking car. It is modded by Fulysic and is available for you to download. All you have to do is go into the Steam forums, go to the modding forum section, and look for Fulysic Workshop. Now, if that seems like too much trouble, you don't know where it's at, all you got to do is look down in the description below. There is a link that will take you right to Fulysic Workshop, and you can download the mods there. There are 2 downloads. One for the dragsters or for the hot rods over here, and then one for this retro mod. Why do we call it the retro mod? Well, that's the way he called it in the game. But in essence, it's a sleeper. It looks like a stock 57 Nomad on the outside, but then when you pop the hood or look underneath it, you realize, well, it's been souped up. It had a V8 dual overhead cam supercharged engine in it, and then it also had a modified suspension in it, so it definitely would be a sleeper. It looked like a sled, but yeah, it would haul butt. It definitely one of those you wouldn't want to challenge a guy to, you know, for a race and think, oh, I got him. That thing ain't got but a 265 in it, and then all of a sudden realize it's got more ponies than you expected. This is why they call them sleepers. Anyways, so we're gonna strip down the motor today, rebuild the power plant, put it back in there, and then we'll go do paint and see if we can't get this bad boy running again. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the build today. As always, if you do, consider leaving a like for me. Also, maybe comment down below, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. I do try to do new videos each and every day for you guys. Anyways, don't forget we're also doing our 40,000 subscriber appreciation week, where we are giving away copies of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 this week. We're going to do it in live streams, as well as we're going to do it based on entries into our giveaway that we're going to do on Monday. To enter into the giveaway for Monday, make sure you go to yesterday's video, comment on it with the words "I love CMS 18" and enter me, or enter to win. You'll have to watch the video and see what I said in there. But yeah, go to yesterday's video where we started out the Nomad project, and it will tell you how to enter to win. Anyways, so what's going on with you guys? Doing good? Doing well? Hope you're doing good. My sinuses have flared back up on me, so if during today I get kind of quiet, it is because, well, I had to mute my microphone for a moment. Alright, let's get all this stuff off of these valve covers, and then will we get down inside of here. I'm going to go and grab that real quick while I'm here. We're going to take the timing cover off, and I guess I could take the supercharger off, and the intake manifold. We'll get those done, out of the way. It's a shame I won't be able to repair that supercharger. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I've never been able to get one to repair up. But you know why? I don't know. Maybe today's my lucky day. But I've picked about 100 of them out of the junkyard and brought them back in various degrees of condition, and I don't think I've been able to repair a single one of them. Oh, take the exhaust manifold off first. Duh. So this should be a complete motor. The car, when we purchased it out of the auction house, was a 3-star, which means most of the parts on here, well, it should be fairly complete. Number one. Number two, most of the parts should repair up. So it's just going to be the consumables that we have to replace. So it'll be, you know, the pistons and the rings and plugs and wires and all that good stuff. Everything else should clean up at the desk, unless they, you know, we're at the mercy of the RNG. So that means at some point the gremlin is going to pop out and go, I'm going to take that alternator for myself. You destroyed it. All right, let's rotate the engine. No, come on. I hate this menu system. I think I say that in every video. All right, rod caps off. Oh, thanks. Nice view of the back of the engine. All right. One of these days, I'm actually going to go in the menu system and flip that switch to stop all this camera zooming. I don't know. Try it out at least. Maybe I'll like it. I don't know. As I've said before, I think I would love it for the motor building here, but I sort of would hate it for the car building. Maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't. Might try that tomorrow when I'm tearing apart the suspensions on all the other cars. Man, look at all that gunk. That's funny. All that caked up engine oil there. Deposits. All right, let's go ahead and repair some stuff up here. So far, so good. I think we're through all the expensive stuff. We still have the crankshaft. I didn't hear the button at all on that, so I think we actually did pretty good. Let's sort by name. See what we got here. All right, alternator is good. We need a belt tensioner as always. 4 cam gears. All our cams are good. The coal covers are good. Crankshaft is good. Bearing caps are good. We need a pulley as always. Engine and heads are good. Valve covers are good. Exhaust manifold checks. Fuel filter, fuel rails are good. Let's see, we need 2 roller A's and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roller B's. And then we need 8 ignition coils. Oil pan is good. We need rings, pistons. All the rod caps are good. We need serpentine belt A and B. Spark plug is good. Actually, we need serpentine belt A, and then we need the supercharger belt. Let's remember that. Didn't get to repair that. Didn't get to repair that. That's just hokey. I'm sorry. Somebody has missed a line of code somewhere that you can't repair the supercharger and that you can't repair the intake manifold. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to repair that. Sorry about that. Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense. I'm 0 for whatever on superchargers. So apparently it's just impossible. It's beyond your scope to be able to repair a supercharger in this game. Makes no sense. No sense at all. Alright, so anyways. Let's go to the store and buy what we need to get this thing put back together. Yeah, I don't like that. It just kind of irks me a little bit. All right, so for these guys, I almost forgot about the belt tensioner. I will grab it though. There we go. All right, so cams are good. We don't need any of that. We don't need any of that. We don't need any clips. We don't need that. We do need one of these guys. Yeah. We don't need these. We're good on all that. Exhaust manifolds we don't need. We do need that. And then we need 2 of these and 5 of the others. There we go. And then we need 8 of these guys. Oh, these should cost a pretty penny. That's really cheap for ignition coils. I think the ignition coils on my current vehicle are 90 something dollars a pop. Maybe $100 a pop. Yeah, they're pretty steep. All right, intake manifold. That's not the one we need, so we don't need to mess with it. We need that. 8 of these guys here. And 8 of these. Don't need any of this stuff. We need a belt for serpentine belt A. And then we need 8 of these. Then we need the intake manifold. And we need that serpentine belt. And where is the supercharger that we need? It is that one. All right. Timing belt. V8 times 2. And I think the last thing we need is the water pump pulley, right? I think that gets us down to the water pump pulley. And we should be good to go. All right, let's put it all back together and see how this bad boy looks. All right, crankshaft goes in. Spread a little love on her, put in our bearings. Bolt those down. Sling some pistons into this motor. There we go. All right, put the rod caps on. So you guys looking forward to the tuning DLC coming out? You know, I still trying to figure out that little rewards thing that they're going to give at the end. Maybe it's performance parts. Maybe that's what it is. The performance parts that, you know, we've been finding, the red stuff and the off name stuff. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's performance parts that you're going to get and be able to put those, you know, collect them and then use them on whatever car you want to use them on. That's all I can figure it is. The things like those red carburetors that we've been getting, or the Loctite or whatever, exhaust manifolds. Maybe it's just a random thing where at the end of the job your reward is a performance part. that you can place on whatever car you desire to put it on. If you save up enough of them, maybe you can, you know, build a really hot motor full of all performance parts. Who knows? That part of it's a little hokey to me, though. I mean, you know, why not just leave the game the way it is and just add the ability to use the performance parts in? My reward for doing my job should be just the money to be able to go out and do more things in the game. Well, thank you, sir, for building my car out and doing such a good job here. I bought you a high performance camshaft for a V8 you can use later in the future. Wow, sir, thank you. You didn't have to. Happy customer brings you a Christmas present at the end of the year. I don't know. I don't know, it just seems like a part of the game that wasn't needed. And let's get that. See, that's what I'm afraid if I turn off the whole part zoom thing or camera zoom. I'm afraid I'm going to lose that ability to jump across the motor like that whenever I want to. And that would be a disappointing thing. Which one of these goes on first? This one does. Obviously, because it's out here in the front. Alright. And hang that on there. And we go ahead and put all our idle rollers on. It's fine. No, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Thought I was clicking on that. Let's see. Pulley or harmonic balancer. And then we'll go ahead and hang the power steering pump. All right, all that is on. Well, let's go ahead and put the valve covers on. Yeah, plugs in. Those done. Go ahead and get the ignition coils in. It's going to be kind of fun to be able to take the engine over to the dyno. I still wish you could build engines, you know, like just load up an engine on the stand without a car and build it. You know, there could be a menu system where you slap a V8 automotive V8 engine block up on the stand, and then all of a sudden it says, you know, what motor are you going to build? You select the motor that you want to build, and it loads the blueprint for it up, and then goes. That shouldn't be too hard. Especially if you're going to be doing dynos. But I guess the dyno is going to be only for a car build. It's not going to be where you can take an engine and hook an engine up without it being in a car and dyno it that way. So oh, but yeah, the ability to stockpile motors would be nice. You know, you've already got, you pull a car in, get it in, you've already got the motor for it in the warehouse that you've customized and put, you know, hot rod parts in or whatever like that, you know. And then all you got to do is, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. I did it. Mistakes were made. I need to get out of that habit. I need to break that habit and get back to not putting the oil filter on until the engine's in the car. That way I don't forget to put oil in the engine, right? If I hold off and this, come on, you stupid thing. There. There I go, running around the garage with an engine in my back pocket. Move that over there. All right, so pop the hood, put the engine in the car. There we go. Sweet. All right, we need to walk over here and go to the warehouse and see if I get a drive shaft. I should have one, but apparently the drive shaft was kaput on this thing. Not drove. Let's see. There we go. That's what we want. Nice. And then we need to go into the store and get the consumables for the gearbox. The ones that we could never replace or never repair. There we go. And we'll go ahead and raise the motor up. Or raise the car up. Motor. Raise the vehicle up. And we will come right here. Put our flywheel in. And our clutch plate, pressure plate, then the throw-out bearing. Yeah, I can't wait for the 5th to get here so we can get that DLC and be able to do some engine tuning. And really just use the performance parts. That's a big thing I'm looking forward to. Can I hit that from here? There we go. That way I can make some more trips to the junkyard and buy and try to find a whole bunch of performance parts. Nice. All right, so let's pull out all this stuff. Front exhaust pipe V8C is what we need. Catalytic converter. Middle muffler, and then what is this? V8 rear muffler? No, exhaust pipe. And then rear muffler V8, I guess, is what's going to be on this. All right, let's get our exhaust stuffed in. Front exhaust section, front exhaust pipe V8C, right? I hope that was the right thing. Need 2 of these. 2 of those. The middle muffler, which is, I thought it was right in here. Where'd you go, middle muffler? Am I blind? It is. It's right there. My steering wheel's in the way a little bit. I never take my steering wheel down. It's always up on my desk, and so sometimes it gets in the way of me seeing what I'm doing. Alright, that should be about it. We'll put the oil in, and at this point we should be ready to fire it up and see if she runs. Actually, who cares? We're just gonna go to the body shop, put the oil in it, and we should be able to check the interior, see that or check the parts list and see that we got it done. Come on, fill up. Is that full? There's the dipstick. Yep, it's full. The animation looked a little off on it. All right, global parts condition 100%. Yay! Everything is fixed. Somebody commented the other day when I left a part off and I was wandering around the car looking for it, and they're like, you know, you can go down and scroll through this list of parts and it'll tell you what's missing. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I've been playing this game for a long time. I just going through this list and looking for the part you're missing. That's like easy. I like the challenge of actually going through the car and finding where I made a mistake. So yeah, I mean, yes, I know that's there. I just don't use a lot of that stuff because it's, you know, the challenge is figuring it out on your own. All right, so we'll get all these body panels off, and just for giggles, I'll go over to the workbench and try to repair them, knowing good and well that I'm not going to be able to. So I will end up having to replace all of that someday soon. There will be a Steam workshop, and those little problems will be a thing of the past. All right, that looks like the end of all of that. But yeah, no items to work with. So basically we're replacing every body panel on this car with new stuff. All right, it's getting to be an obstacle course in here with a long car like that and the engines and everything. I'm telling you. Gotta watch where you walk. Oh, I meant to look at the value of the car before we did all this stuff. 97,000. Tap that real quick. And we're 101,000. Ooh, it's starting to look good. And now we are at 101,000. Great, so let's go into the shop. And we'll go to the body spot. And let's look up Nomad. And I think we need to make sure that we look for the, let's see. There's Street Machine. I think there's just two variations in parts. There is the 57 Nomad parts, and then there's the 57 Street Machine parts. So we'll buy just one of all of these. So anything that is going for the retro mod, which was what I was looking for parts for it, but anything that's for the retro mod, I guess, is just listed as the Nomad. And then anything that is for either of the hot rods, meaning the street rod or the the street rod or the dragster, the gasser, that's going to be these parts that have the street machine listed on it. So that'll be the way you can tell the difference on them. All right, starting to look good. That was the wrong light. Yeah, I got a little antsy at moving, and I clicked my little move to the right button, and it gave me the wrong part. That matte black almost looks pretty good on this car. Somebody commented also the other day is, how come you can't just do a gloss black paint job instead of that metallic paint job? I kind of wondered myself. Let's see, that window goes in. The rear bumper, which has also got the side fins and everything on it. Let's get all these parts on here. I'd love it if there were two bumpers for this. One, the bumper like this with this fin on it. And then there was another piece of trim that had, for the Nomad. Why is that one on there? There's another Nomad trim that came up and didn't have this piece here on it. It kind of swooped all the way up, and you had this whole area up here was white. It looks really sharp on some of them. All right, does that get all the body panels on there? Global condition is 66. All right, that should be good. Let's go to paint. Come on. Click on car. Oh, I got to get out of that stupid parts menu. That's what it is. Oh, menu system. You and I are just going to have a hate relationship for the rest of this game. All right, go to paint. Color. What color are we going to paint this thing? Candy apple red would be cool looking. Right there. That red is beautiful. That is a lovely looking car right there. What color have we not done? I mean, a blue wouldn't be terrible. I want to wash it out a little bit, maybe, and do. Oh, I thought I saw. This is that challenge always of finding the color that you want to paint on it. Yeah, see, I don't like the metallic paint job as much as I would just a gloss paint. Oh, now that's about a color like that would be good for this car. Yes, I like that. I like it a lot. Are there any liveries for this? Just the guide. All right. I like that a lot. I really like that color. That's sort of like, you know, period correct for that car. Put it to the door. Put it to garage door. Oh yeah, that looks good. I like that. That's a pink, I mean, that's a scheme I could see on a 57. I mean, that's close. Wow, that's a good looking car. That is sharp. I like it a lot. All right, let's do the interior real quick and then we'll take it for a spin. Hey, all right. Interior mode. Take out the seat and take out that bench. All right, so 2 bench cape fronts, and then the steering wheel is the steering wheel cape. Oh, get out of this stupid menu. Why you can't do something logical like have escape key get you out of those dumb menus. All right. Bench cape. So let's just search cape. No. Find the P moose. Typing in the dark is not always the best thing to do. All right, so get one of these, and get one of those, and get one of those. All right, so put that in there, put that in there, and then put that in there. Oh. And then let's get some license plates real quick. Throw those on there, and we should have this car ready to go. All right, put that on there. Oh, that's the wrong plate to go on the front. I'm about to lose it. I hate this menu. I miss the days of being able to hit 1, 2, and 3 and go through the assembly menu. All right, so that is done. If we look at it, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Everything is good. 162,788 simoleons is what we got. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. All right, time to take it for a spin. See how she drives. Let's head to the airport. Oh, it's got that horrible supercharger sound to it. Can't stand that. They really need to redo that. for all the weight that this car should have, it just seems way too light. The front seats disappeared. Breaks free all the time, and I can't hardly keep it straight. Anyways, alright, so there it is. There's our first 1957 Nomad complete. Tomorrow we will work on the street mod, then we'll do the gasser last. And like I said, tomorrow we'll build out the supercharged V8 overhead valve for that. On the wheels go through, clip through the fenders. But yeah, we'll do all that tomorrow, and we'll come back and work on that. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video today, make sure you hit that like button for me, share it with your friends, leave a comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget, if you haven't entered into the giveaway for Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, go check out yesterday's video, leave a comment in there for the entry. And on Monday of next week, we will give away some copies of the game. All right? Thanks for watching, everybody. Until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.